Question 41. A number is selected at random from 40 to 50 inclusive. Find the probability that the number is prime. Solution. Let the sample space be S. So you list all the numbers between 40 and 50. You have them in this form. They are 11 in number. Let event E be equal to prime. From the sample space, you write out the numbers that are prime. They are 3 in number. Therefore, probability prime is equal to number that are prime over total numbers in the sample space, that is 3 over 11. The correct option is A. The bar chart represents the distribution of marks scored by students in an economics examination. Use the bar chart to answer questions 42 to 44. Question 42. If the failed mark was 4, what is the probability that a student selected at random passed? Solution. From the bar chart, we need to form a frequency table from the bar chart. All right, so we have marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this form. Then frequency, students that scored 1 mark, they are 3 in number. You trace 1 to where the bar ends to the frequency axis. For mark 2, they are 6. Mark 3, you have 9. 4 is 1, and so on. Probability that a student passed the exam means that student must score 5 and above. That is greater than 4. That is probability 5 plus probability 6, 7, and 8. And that is frequency of 5. How many students scored 5? Frequency of 5 plus frequency of 6 plus that of 7 and 8 over total frequencies. Those that scored 5, they are 12, plus those that scored 6, 7, 7, 5, 8, 10 over total frequency, that is 53. You have 34 over 53, which is equal to 0.64. The correct option is A. Question 43. What percentage of the students scored at most 5 marks? Solution. At most 5 marks means 5 marks and below. That is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Students who scored at most 5 marks are those that scored 5 marks, 12 in number, 4 marks, 1, 3 marks, 9, 2 marks, 6, 1 mark, 3. You add them together and you have 13. Percentage at most 5 marks becomes 31. Those that scored at most 5 marks over total students, 53 times 100%. You have it in this form, and that is this value to 1 decimal place or 3SF, you have 58.5%. The correct option is B. Question 44. How many students scored at least 3 marks? Solution: at least 3 marks means 3 marks and above. From the table, students who scored at least 3 marks, that is from 3 to 8, you add the number of students and you have 44 of them. The correct option is C. Question 45. If log 3 base A is equal to m and log 5 base A is equal to p, find log 75 base A. Solution: the given problem, you express it in terms of 3 and 5. First, you have it in this form: log 3 times 25 base A. Product implies addition to the given base. You have it in this form. You can further express 25 as 5 squared by power law of logarithm. Power 2 is to multiply the log in this form. Now, log 3 base A is equal to m plus 2 times log 5 base A, which is p. So you have m plus 2p. The correct option is C. Question 46. In the diagram, M, N arrow are points on the circle center O. Angle O arrow N equal to 48 degrees and angle arrow NM equal to 124 degrees. Find angle OMN, this angle. Before this angle is needed, and to get this angle we need the reflex angle. So reflex angle MO arrow is 2 times angle MN arrow. You have the reason. The reflex angle MO arrow becomes 2 times 124 degrees. That is 248 degrees. We need the obtuse angle. You have to add the reflex angle to the obtuse angle. The sum is equal to 360 degrees. Sum of angles at a point, you have it in this form. The obtuse angle becomes 360 degrees minus the reflex angle 248 degrees. You have 112 degrees. In quadrilateral MNO arrow, if you add the 4 angles, the sum is equal to 360 degrees. You replace 3 of the known angles. You have this result. Angle M is equal to 360 degrees minus 284 degrees, and that is 76 degrees. Using 3 letters notation, angle M is the same as angle OMN equal to 76 degrees. The correct option is A. Question 47. Simplify 3 root 12 plus 10 root 3 minus 6 over root 3. Solution. This is the given problem. You express 12 as 4 times 3. So you have 3 roots 4 times 3 plus 10 root 3. You rationalize this term using root 3 to multiply both numerator and denominator, and you have these results. Root 4 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6 root 3 plus 10 root 3 minus divide 6 by 3, you have 2 root 3. When you add and subtract, you have 14 root 3. The correct option is A. Question 48. The truth set of 8 plus 2s minus s squared equal to 0 is P, Q. Evaluate P plus Q. So PQ are the roots of the equation. You factorize it to get P and Q. Then you add to get P plus Q. This is the given equation. To factorize, you get the factors whose sum is 2 and the product is minus 8, because from here A is equal to minus 1, B is 2, C is 8. Because A is not equal to 1, you have to get AC, which is minus 8. The two factors are plus 4 minus 2. You express them in terms of S, the given variable, and you replace the middle term with them in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms. You group them in twos. From each group, you factor out the common factor. At this point, 4 minus s is common. If you factor it out, you are left with 2 plus s that will combine to form the other bracket. You equate each term to 0. Here, you transfer minus s. It becomes plus s. You transfer plus 2. It becomes minus 2. You have s to be equal to minus 2 or 4. This implies that P is equal to minus 2, Q is equal to 4. Therefore, P plus Q is equal to minus 2 plus 4, and that is 2. The correct option is C. Question 49. Find the gradient of the line passing through the points this and this. The gradient or slope is given by this formula. For this point, you have S1, Y1. You have S2, Y2. You replace them in the formula, you have these results. When you open this bracket, you have this result. You can write 3 as over 1 for you to have a balanced fraction. If you simplify the numerator and denominator, you have this result, which implies 1 divided by 5 over 2. When dividing fraction, division sign changes to multiplication, and the fraction at the right side of the division sign is inverted. So you have 1 times 2 over 5 equal to 2 over 5. The correct option is D. Question 50. For what values of s is s squared plus 2 over 10s squared minus 13s minus 3 undefined. Solution: for the undefined values, equate the denominator to 0 and factorize. So you equate 10s squared minus 13s minus 3 to 0. If you compare with the general quadratic equation of as squared plus bs plus c equal to 0, a is equal to 10, b is equal to minus 13, c is equal to minus 3. Because a is not equal to 1, you have to get ac, which is minus 30. So you find two factors of 30 whose sum is minus 13 and the product is minus 30. Such factors are 2 and minus 15. You express them in terms of s and replace the middle term with them in this form. The purpose is to have 4 terms so that you group them in twos. From each group, you factor out the common term. At this point, 2s minus 3 is common. When you take it out, you are left with 5s plus 1 that will combine to form the other term. You equate each term to 0. You collect like terms by transferring the constant terms to the right hand side respectively. You have this result. Here, divide through by 2, divide through by 5. You have it in this form. Hence, s is equal to minus 1 over 5 or 3 over 2. The correct option is C.